it's a red card. It's all going wrong. Okay, James cuts it back. Tammy, and Tammy does. We have done just enough. City take the title. What is up, guys, and welcome to the final season of the Chelsea career mode. Over the past 2 years, we have built up this side into a mega squad, but today we are kicking off the final season to big transfers coming up in today's episodes as we push on and try and pick up the coveted Champions League. This is the team that are kicking off this season with, and as you can see, the squad depth that we have is ridiculous to the extent where in this window, I'm going to try and sell a lot of players. Now, for this final season, I'm going to be running a slightly different setup. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show you highlights for a month and then play a couple of games from the next month. We're doing a 2-month setup. In this window, we'll have the July and August window. They're going to be the highlights, maybe 1 or 2 games, and then some couple of games from September as well. So if you guys do enjoy, you go drop me some. In terms of transfers, smashing right on in with things. I want to bring in probably a new right back, just try and get the team as perfect as possible. Reece James is going to be staying 100%, but I reckon we're looking at upgrading a little bit longer than more. Then, another top class striker. Lewandowski is good, Abraham's good, but I reckon we need someone else just to up the stakes a little bit more. And maybe I've got a little man that I want to bring back to the club on the left wing. 85 is good, but I reckon we can go better. So if you do enjoy the video, you can drop this up. We are fighting on all fronts this competition. Premier League, Champions League, League Cup, FA Cup, World Cup. Everything is going down. So if you guys enjoy, don't drop us up, let's get into the action. Right then, so our target for this window is a new superstar striker, and there is a plethora of options out for us on the table today. Martinez, Icardi, the 2 Inter boys, Luka Jovic with just a £73 million release clause. Very tempting as well. Moussa Dembele, not as high rated, but very fast and very strong. However, there was only one man that I had eyes on, and that was Kylian Mbappe, who at the end of the year is running out of contract, so we may be able to snatch him on a very cheap price for an absolute steal, and we have done just that. Only £125 million for the highest rated player in the game at this stage is an absolute bargain. Welcome back to the Blues, Kylian Mbappe, after 14 years away. However, doesn't mean we've had to sell on a few players. Ryan Fraser is departing the club after just 1 year with the Blues. He just didn't quite fit in the team. Not that he was bad, but we have so many left wingers. I've got one more man that I do want to bring in. Some of you guys may have clocked onto who that is. However, we've got a quick press conference that we're going to jump into first, actually. This should be an interesting one. Everton versus Chelsea. Everton and Goodson Park never an easy place to go. We lost them first game of the season last year, so we're going to get them try and push on a little bit stronger this year. But first question is about the title. Is it an expectation? I think it's going to be. We're pushing on every competition, and that is no exception. Kylian Mbappe, is he the superstar? Yes, he got the most. Doesn't mean to say that we haven't got other superstars like Bertrand, Rudiger, Paqueta, Kante. We've got so many stars in the team, it is unreal. And then finally, they're asking about Zappacosta, who actually played a lot in the preseason. James got injured, I thought I'd give him a little run out. And he did impress. He's very happy with the moment. His rating will be boosted, so it is tempting to give him a bit of game time. And one of the reasons why I haven't actually gone and brought in a new right back for this season. However, before the Everton game, we're cooking up one last piece of business with Zinedine Zidane. It's a signing from Real Madrid. Back at the bridge, welcome home, Eden Hazard, after 3 years away. He's 30 years of age now in a 90 rating, but still a Blues legend. Welcome back, Hazard and Mbappe. This is going to be one hell of a season. So then, here we are, the opening day of the season. Everton, Goodison Park is a tough place. Hey, you can see that on top left, but there are our 2 new stars, Mbappe and Hazard, who would be so important if we can buy Champions League. But you can see the Everton lineup coming on the screen. Gabandem, interesting playing at centre-back, Pickford to the club, and Didi a top star, Walcott and Iwobi still in the club as well. And then Timo Werner, who ripped us up last year. We played them in the opening game as well last season. We ripped us up completely. I believe it was Community Shield. Now Rudiger, he's been playing at right back for these first 2 games. I decided to stick him out on the right rather than use Zappacosta, so he isn't going to get anything. But that front 3 is absolutely insane. Mbappe, Hazard and Bertrand is going to cause absolute nightmares for the team. But we get into the game now. Early chance Rossi in the 5th minute. He gets cleared away, but only as far as Fabian, who ducks inside Tom Davies with a good bit of dribbling. Has a shot. We're a bit lucky. It falls to Bertrand, but they all count. We have 1-0 up in just 5 minutes. Bertrand showing that he's still got it when it comes to game. And Mbappe almost got his first goal at the bridge in just like 20 minutes, what that was. And almost in a sense as well, if it wasn't for a huge stop against Paqueta by Jordan Pickford there, who's going to be our England keeper for the upcoming World Cup. But Bertrand is the man for today. gets a good run off, and then blitzes a shot past there. But even has past Pickford to make it 2-0 from the game there. The game was pretty much well in our hands. Another stop from Pickford, although I think the Predator was offside in that chance regardless. And this was a good bit of play here actually. Pickford does not do enough there actually. Bit flapping out, and Mbappe is able to get his first goal for the Blues. He gives a 3-0 lead. We're looking pretty happy. There's lots of that celebration, lots and lots more. However, a little bit of sloppiness at the end of the game actually, as we allow Timo Werner to slip one in to make it 3-1. The game still does come towards a victory, but we've got to be careful, don't want to get complacent. There's a good victory and start the season off. So as the window comes to a close, I don't think we're bringing in any more players, but £288 million spent. Actually has an Mbappe, the main sign, but also Handanovic as a little backup keeper. I'll be playing him in a few games as well. I need to sort the squad out, but this is all the teams that we're going to be having in the upcoming season, as you can see. First up, we have the Chelsea default team, which isn't quite as it should be. Bertrand should be there. This is our best lineup right here. As you can see, we've got Mbappe, Bertrand, Hazard, Paqueta, Fabian, Kante, Brazilian Jene, Rudiger, James and Kepa. But then we've got our backup BPL team of players like Abraham, Hudson-Odoi get a chance. Then we've got our main European team where I want to throw Loftus-Cheek in, I want to throw Lewandowski in. Then we've got our main backup European team for weekend European games. Then we've got our FA Cup lineup where we've got a couple of other players. And then we've also got our Carabao Cup team. And then finally, the last piece of business that I want you guys to look at. Jesus Christ, Liverpool spending big as well. Okay. Everybody is going hard in on this stuff. We're not going to do this for you, guys, but we do have our Champions League group. I'm pretty happy with it. Milan, Lyon, Olympiacos. I reckon that's toppable, and that's what we want to be targeting at the end of the season. But we've got 2 more games to play for this episode. Let's get into the live matches. So for the live half of today's video, we've got a stacked set of fixtures. We're only going to be playing 2 games. We are going to be simming the internationals. As neither of them are going to affect, we are pretty much ready to qualify. Then we'll be leaving the BPL. For today, we're going to be playing Manchester United in the Carabao Cup to play so a few of our different players. And then we're playing our first Champions League game. We did play Champions League last year, didn't we? First Champions League game of the season against AC Milan. You don't get much more historic than that, but we're going to sim against Wales. This will, if we can win it, secure our place. Ooh, manager of the month, that is very nicely. But if we can win this, we can eventually get to the sim day, which would be nice. We will be able to qualify ourselves for the World Cup, which would be, there you go. There is, can we qualify with our full lineup? If you guys don't remember it, this is the team that we're rocking with. It is a very, very strong England side, I've got to say, including one of our own in Loftus-Cheek. With a win here, 3 points over Wales will be enough to send them packing and us to the World Cup. And it is Kane, Sterling and Ali bagging the goals. We end Qatar. Here we are then, Chelsea versus Manchester United in the Carabao Cup. Is that Makalele I saw on the TV? No, this may not be the biggest competition, but I'm going for every competition this year. We want the quadruple. However many we can win, we want it all. But let me see what the United lineup is. We're playing a changed lineup to assess through the fixture congestion. That's the one that's called. I wonder what they've gone with as well. It's interesting to see. Here we go then, the Blues lineup for today. Couple of new faces, Dujon Sterling coming into the team. Also Michy Batshuayi playing again. Kepa remains keeper today. Lewandowski and Paqueta on the bench. We do have options. We're playing in a 4-4-2. So I'm going to live with him for both Abraham and Batshuayi up top. And Dujon Sterling. Dujon Sterling's an interesting one. The fact that we didn't sign a new left back means he may get a couple of chances when it comes to first team action. Oh, well, that's good play from Hudson-Odoi, and he can now play it forward. I don't know what was going on there, but he can play it forward, and I reckon there's a pass back, and then chip it up. He dinks it. Abraham's in the centre. It's not in the back of the net. Kante. It's a 2v1 actually on the United man there. Bertrand's going to take it down. He's always in good form. And oh, baby, what a goal. The first of the season. Bertrand got a double against Everton, a couple against City as well. And he's open for us with a belter. Yes, let's have another look indeed. It's headed down for him. And I don't know what that finish is, but I love it. Every angle piece. It's like a fake dummy. I don't even know. Shit, Dean Henderson. Every day of the week. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh God. Of course, it's not a fish. Come on. Kepa, he was offside anyway, but good play. Good goalkeeper from Kepa. Dujon Sterling. Plays for Kante. And Kante's going to switch to the other side. Brazilian's then going to play it down the line. Callum Hudson-Odoi goes for the fake shot. He's going to cut inside. Good options. Actually muscles off it. They're able to read his game. Kante steals it. And we're able to get right up onto the attack. Tammy Abraham going to cut back. I reckon there's a pass on for Tammy here. Sees the ball, sees the chance. 2-0 Tammy Abraham. It's a lovely finish. I believe that was Tammy and Loftus-Cheek passing in the middle of the pitch, and this man shows he's still got his worth in silver. He is passing between Loftus-Cheek. Loftus pulls the defenders away, doesn't stand a chance. Dean Henderson. There's a pass. This time it's Hudson-Odoi finding up Batshuayi, and I can see on the edge of the box. Okay, it's Kante. Probably not the man you want to see shooting. A couple of switches then, and a man you never thought you'd see back at Stamford Bridge. Welcome back, Willian. And Willian actually looking like a very handy player, despite being 33 years of age now. Still ripping it up over here. He comes on, he's going to almost square it for Abraham straight from the off. Can't see, there's a brick wall of Chelsea players stopping the attack here. And I think we're going to come to the end of the game. They're going to get one final chance here, United. And they make it pay! Almost two, to be fair. And Willian almost gets a final touch, but it ends at 2-0. A very confident victory for the Blues right there. Bergwijn and who was it? Abraham getting two very, very nice goals.
Sometimes it comes down.
So we've got one more game to sim for today's episode before the game against AC Milan. We're going to play a rested lineup again. Bournemouth are top of the Premier League with 5 wins and 1 draw on their first 6 heads. Hopefully this time we don't drop points. It's a risk playing a weekend lineup too many times. Right, it's a 4-0 victory. There you go. That's more like stepping up. That is what we like to see. But here we go. It's the biggie for the episode. AC Milan. All the boys are coming on the show. Let's get into it. Here we are then. Frank Lampard is the Tifo. This is a biggie. I'm excited for this one. Two teams that go back 6 years. Both giants rocked up a little bit. Have they brought it back? It's time to find out. Chelsea versus AC Milan. I see Donnarumma. I see Kepa. I see Rudiger. Let's get into the game. Let's see if the boys can do the business here today. I think they can. And they're coming out. I can see the energy of Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek's a man I'm undecided about. He's kind of, I guess, our number 3 midfielder. We've got kind of him, Kovacic and Jorginho for all fighting that backup spot behind Fabian and Kante, who are kind of our number 1 and 2 at 88 and 90 rating respectively. Lewandowski though coming forward with a draw against Olympiacos. We're hoping for a good result today, and Lewandowski's certainly going to be one of those men. And that's a good little pass. That's a very nice little pass. It's a good little effort, and it's a little bit too far over. Things may change, but for now, he's the man. Lewandowski's going to chip up. It's Eden Hazard back to Champions League nights. I think maybe it's that corner. No. Hazard can find Loftus-Cheek, and Loftus-Cheek can lay it to Lewandowski. A man who, I don't think he's ever won the Champions League, actually, now I think about it. Wouldn't have been there, but he's going to go from distance here. Good effort, but Donnarumma is a top keeper. Kante can get that ball back then, after a break. Okay. De Gene is a man that I just want to talk about him again. What a signing he has been. If I remember correctly, 29 million is the fee that we paid for him. Eden Hazard with a chance here, and he stuck it past Donnarumma. Last 50 minutes sort of dominated possession, and Hazard gets his first goal back at the bridge. And what a game to get him. AC Milan past Donnarumma.
Well, the pass makes the goal, Derek. Good finish, yes, but the ball through was brilliant. Slide rule pass.
Mbappe's going to put the pressure on here. There's a ball going into the box, head away. And they're still not convincing defensively. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest to see AC pushing forwards now. And that is a hard drilled pass to Bergwijn. Can he cut it round the corner? He's gone for the... Well, went for the foul. And Hazard's going to have a tough bit of luck here. Loftus-Cheek, battered. Just couldn't find any gaps to open the opposition via. He gets the ball as quickly as possible. This Bergwijn just dances past Thomas Meunier here. And he's coming, going to cut inside. Releases the ball. Good 1-2, not a 1-2, it's meant to be. But Lewandowski's through here, nods it down, takes the touch. And I love it, Lewandowski makes it 2-0. This is the Champions League side that hopefully is going to go all the way. James, lovely challenge. That is why this man has kept his spot in the lineup for oh so long. Tackles like that, and then he goes up the other end, and he wants to push forwards as well. And I reckon Reece James may have a chance here. Theo Hernandez, a good bit of covering play. Loftus-Cheek takes in his man. Reece James can be able to cut it up. Lewandowski! It might actually bumble. And Donnarumma bashes his skull against the head. Box but it's gonna remain 2-0. What we're going to be careful of is in the last game, well, the last game played actually against Everton, we got stopped in the last 15, conceded a goal. We maybe had to afford to do that in the league, and even then, not really. But in the Champions League, can definitely not allow any chance like that. Reece James with a great tackle, not giving the opportunity a second of thought. Milan in the second half have been really, really freaking good. They just haven't quite done the business. With a chance, great stop, Kepa. That is going to be the end of the game. Once Donnarumma kicks this away. And there it is, doesn't even get the chance to do that. A confident 2-0 win at the bridge. Very, very happy with the performance today from the boys. And we should hopefully with that result be back top of our Champions League group. So as we come to the end of the episode for today, it's been a pretty good sub. As you can see, the league title is still very, very tidy. Ourselves, Chelsea and us, we are City. Ourselves, Liverpool and City, all right up the top, as you probably expect from us. City and Liverpool probably still the best sides, but we've improved our team. So now it is a 3-0 race. See Leicester and Bournemouth also still up there. Whilst Leicester have a strong side, and Bournemouth have actually signed some top players. They've got Nico Barella, they've got Loren, who's top scorer. I've got some decent players who can see actually competing. They could actually come there. I don't think I have enough to compete for us in terms of the time. Meanwhile, down the other end, you see United in 6th, Arsenal 7th, Spurs all the way down in 9th. Very interesting. Sheffield United, the only team yet to get off with the ball. Meanwhile, Carabao Cup, we are into the last 16. We'll be facing off against Burnley. And then finally, in the Champions League for today, we will be ending off top of the group. We are yet to concede a goal, which is alright, but in the same respect, we've only scored 2 ourselves, Lyon and Milan. Probably the favourites, however, we did draw with Olympiacos, so maybe they can surprise us. Now, if you guys have enjoyed the video, my player of the episode, something different, I'm going to be doing my player of the episode. I'm going to scroll across and find him for you guys. My player of the episode is going to be the Belgian, what am I on about? It's going to be the Dutchman who, whilst people thought he may not stay in the side with these new signs, he has held his own very, very well with 8 goals from his first games, 4 goals from 4 Premier League games. A very strong start for the Dutchman. It's Steven Bergwijn. I hope you guys have enjoyed. See you guys next time. Peace!